Okay, so we're back here working on the church again today, and yesterday I did make some progress on it because I kind of just felt like working on it. So we'll go over that first real quick. So as you can see, I got this guy all connected up. I changed some stuff with it so that it's only held on by certain bits there and all tiled off so you can easily access the interiors. I also changed this up to put a ladder on the inside there. I didn't really show you guys much of the inside before, but there was no like ladder or anything. This was all just solid. And then of course, kind of same deal down here with some stuff there. The staircase is of course already there because it was in the original set. And I don't think I showed you guys the inside here before, but I changed this around. This was the opposite way, and it didn't have the kind of like kneeling post or the like steps, which of course I added a little step on that side. You can't really see it, but I also connected this just with some little like Technic pieces right there. It's got that one there, and there's just one on either side on the bottom because it's all going to get tacked down anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. So I also took some of the pews and stuff out, and I found the pieces and fixed that up. Did some little modifications over here as well. But that's about all I worked on. Of course, I had to tear out this entire spot here, which is just like that side. So that was fun. I got this all done up and stuff. So it's looking nice, but I'll show you some of the things that we gotta work on today to finish it up. So once we get this on here, as you can see, there's a massive gap here. I was thinking of using the 4x4 curved tiles, which, not curved tiles, the 4x4, the 4x4 curved plates, but specifically the like opposite versions, I forget what they're called. But that would kind of like hug the tower here to kind of fix that up. I'd probably only use one because that ends right here, and then I'd just like continue this on by like a stud or two. And then I might put some like G-slopes up here to kind of curve that off. Of course, you got these which go on top here. So I was thinking of putting some slopes on there just to smooth it up a little bit so it's not like all studded. And then I was planning on playing with different roof designs because this is kind of like boring. Like, I like it, but I don't like the studs all over. And of course, we'll have this going on top like usual, which probably won't get all that much changed. Maybe I'll put something like tiles or something on here to just make it a little bit cleaner. But other than that, that's kind of what we did yesterday and what I gotta work on. So first, I am going to build up some more pews to go along here, and we can do a little time lapse of that. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. I know it's probably hard to see in the time lapse because you couldn't see the inside of this, but we got a whole bunch of rows there now. We got 5 total, which are looking very nice. There's definitely not enough room for more. I put a 3-stud kind of like walking lane down the middle there so that you can maybe sort of kind of fit a minifigure in there. It's definitely a little bit small. Then there's like a 1-stud area to kind of get in, because if you've ever been in a church, it's usually a little bit tight in between the things. And I originally had 2 studs so that you could fit a figure in there, but just kind of need to set them down in there. And I also extended the kind of like heat hood, whatever you want to call it, to sort of chimney looking thing, so that it kind of actually connects to the roof here, so it's not just kind of venting into the church, because, well, that wouldn't be good. So now you can heat up the church with your fireplace. It's actually properly ventilated now, more or less. So yeah, that's as far as we got. It doesn't look like much, but it took a little while to work on, probably like 20 minutes or so, maybe. Not even quite, but I'm slow. So yeah, we used these guys as like the little like stands for the pews and stuff. So that's all looking good. And next, I think we're going to work on the roof. I'm not going to time lapse this part because I got to look for, I'm probably going to spend like the next half an hour or so looking for the pieces to kind of complete the roof. So I'll be looking for that, and then once I find that, we can pretty much just tack this down and start tiling and stuff and getting all this plate covered up and everything. And I don't think I mentioned, but I'm turning the sides of this into like a graveyard, so I'll eventually, of course, expand it, probably the whole graveyard. But for right now, it's just going to be like this area. We're going to have it fenced off, but eventually I might put another fence like back here, and have, when I eventually got the extra plates, when I eventually have space that I can put more plates, I might have 2 more right here and just continue the graveyard this way and have a fairly decently sized one. So yeah, with that said, let's I'll come back once I find the pieces, and then I'll kind of explain my plan for the roof. So let's go. So we're back, and I went a little bit further than just finding the piece. Of course, see, that's the piece right there that I'm talking about. But I kind of did a full design. This will probably be the final design, at least for now, if I can get this in with one hand. I did test fit it, and it fits when you actually try, of course, if I can get that guy in there. But I made sure it fits. As you can tell, it looks pretty decent. It covers up the gaps for the most part. There's a little bit of a gap back there and another small little gap right there, but that's not as big of a deal. And I think it looks pretty good. So I'm probably going to call that good for that. I still don't know what I want the kind of roof design to be. I'm kind of playing with the idea of tiling the whole thing off, or using, if we come over here, got a bunch of these like brick wall, and I might use some of those like angled snot bricks like these guys right here to kind of just like angle it a bit, but I don't know what I'd do for this. So that's kind of the idea right now. I might, at least for now, just kind of leave it as it is, just for the sake of finishing the project, because I kind of need to finish it today. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna go with for now. I'm not gonna mess with any of this stuff. I might take these off and just leave it plain gray for now, because I eventually do want to change it up, but I probably won't do that in a video, just for the sake of finishing it. And then we'll move on to tiling this. So I'll probably cut to a time lapse of just tiling this guy on, tacking this down and everything. So I guess let's go. Here's a quick little progress update. We have this side pretty much all detailed. So I kind of accidentally did this, but I think it's going to work out fine. I meant to have this area as like the start of the thing, but I can still modify that if I want to. I can always think about that, maybe put a little gate here and stuff. So that can still work, but I just forgot to like make a path going off, but I can just use some like studs as a path. But I might end up having the thing the like wall go here, and I accidentally made that overhang a bit, so I am gonna have to add those plates eventually. But back here is still bare. It's all plated off, I mean. And I was thinking about maybe having the wall go off here, probably. It'll probably have to go off here. I can make like a little crack with that, but it'll go off like this and then just go to the back, like stud off of the back of this plate and just continue off into this direction, which I'll probably do in another time lapse maybe here in a minute. But yeah, that's kind of the idea. It's already like 4 something, so this video is going to be pretty late. I decided I'm not going to put cheese slopes here or anything because I just kind of want to get this wall done. I might go back and do it eventually. Now, I don't think I'm going to detail this side out nearly as much as I did on that side, just because all of this is eventually going to be this, and I just remembered that. So yeah, I might just leave this alone for now, but I can always come back through and tile this off because I don't know if I'm going to have enough tiles for that. I might have enough if I use more of these guys here, but the little 2x2s are mainly what I wanted to do with this, but I was going to run out of those anyway. So I got this side blended in. I think it's nice. I do got to add a door in there, which I will probably do off camera because I'm not going to like go around searching for a door to find that. But I guess let's hop into another quick little time lapse, and I'll continue with a nice wall here. So yeah, let's go. As you can see, we got a pretty decent wall design going on here with the, mainly using these guys here because we got tons of them from Pick Brick Wall and stuff. And scattering some other little bits and bobs throughout. I can always add stuff on here for like the corners especially. But I wasn't quite sure what to do with the top, and I ended up using the, these kind of like triangular prism pieces that you find on the roof of it. I just kind of used those because we took them all off there, and just kind of tried to make it look a bit weathered. That's why there's different like weird bits and stuff that are just don't feel quite right because it's supposed to look a little bit weathered. I wasn't too sure what to do with the entranceway here, so I just left it blank for now. But again, eventually we gotta continue the sidewalk along here, so I was thinking of putting some sort of gate here, but I'm not going to mess with it right now. This will always probably change later. And we're not going to go through and put any grass in here today because it's starting to get a little bit later and I got other stuff to do today and I got to edit this video yet to get it out. So we are going to call it here for today. There probably won't be a specific update about this anymore, so I'm going to call this done for now, but I will kind of work on it here and there, maybe as I like add it into the city and stuff and get all that stuff situated. I might make some stuff about it, but yeah, so it's looking real good. We got her on the plate. We got a whole bunch of details along this side. I'm actually really liking that side. Still got to find a door for it, and entranceway is pretty much done. I don't know if I want to tile that or not. I don't think so. I might kind of put some of these like angled plates there to kind of just blend it in a little bit better into the entranceway there, which I might actually do here in a second right after we're done with this clip. But yeah, and then kind of got the back area here. I'm still not sure if I want to put a wall here or not. I guess it'll kind of all depend on what I end up doing with the continuation of it. So yeah, that's about it for today. I gotta clean up this mess. So yeah, I'll see you in a video tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.